a quiet story, I rise, I glow on the roots of this peace. You are the river in my chest, moving slow, moving steady. I give you all that I have left. I am here, I am ready, pure like the first morning sky, soft as a kiss on my hand. I do not ask how or why, I just love you where I stand.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, family. Still getting over this flu. Welcome back to Mistress of the Gates Tarot. I'm your goddess, Alicia. Welcome, welcome. For my A1 Day ones, thank you for your patience, your support, your loving comments, your well wishes. I am doing so much better. Trust me, it's better than it may sound. My throat is coming together, and we're going to make it work. The newbies, I hope that you were inspired after this live to join the family, subscribe, come back again, my friends, because we'd love to have you. It is another beautiful day. It is Tuesday here in the East Coast, and we've got an hour for daylight savings time. We lost an hour for daylight savings time. So if you're not in the United States, you may notice the change of time. It seems like I'm here an hour earlier, but for us, the clock went up an hour, went up an hour. Anywho, no matter when this message comes across your channel, it is divine timing. Hello, beloved. Hello. Hello, womb. Welcome in. Namaste, beloved. Whenever this message finds your timeline, your platform, your YouTube, God does not work by making mistakes. There's no such thing as fate. There's only destiny and absolution. If you are brought here or called here or pulled here, it's because there is a message in this for you. If you would just tap in and stay tuned for a very small amount of time in your day, in your life, it could be a message that will change your life forever. A prayer being answered, a wish being granted, something you meditated for, hoped for, waited for, and it's here. As you can see from the thumbnail, you're about to be submerged into the unknown. Now, for my gifted soul children, earth angels, star seeds, you know what the unknown is. It's taking a deep dive into your destiny to discover the parts of you that you have yet seen, you have yet acknowledged, or you have yet to discover. The Spirit's about to crack you open and pour you out and show you exactly who you are and why you are here in this lifetime. For those who are on the spiritual awakening journey and have yet to discover what the unknown is, and there may be a little fear of tapping in to the shadow, to the darkness, to the wilderness, to the wild. Rest assured, not only are you protected by your bloodline, by your spirit guides, but God says, beloved, it is time. The wait is over. The isolation, the hermit mode, the seclusion, the healing, the transformation, the worst of it is done. The hardest part of it is done. Now begins the spiritual fun. Yes, and we call it fun. Tapping into your true spiritual gifts, uncovering what you can really do. Maybe old memories of your childhood, things you can remember coming back to you and showing you why you forgot and why it's now time to remember. God is saying, now that we're in the year of 10, now that we're in the year of the horse, now we're in the year of bravery, speed, action, stability, and forward movement. We're moving on. They're moving you on. They're moving you forward. And things will begin to pick up speed. Things will begin to take off as that stallion is about to be bucked and whipped. It's time for movement. The loneliness, the absence of tribe, of family, of like-minded individuals interested in what you're interested in, not in the human world, not in the 3D experience. Alienations, mystery, mysticism, magic. Things that bring back that childlike curiosity, science, planets, moon energy, aligning your chakras with every day based on your true astrology, your true makeup. Diving into your birth chart, getting a glimpse of what your ancestors used to do that we have so forgotten, that we also have the ability to do what they did. My witches, my wizards, my sorcerers, my kitchen witches, my hedge witches, my alchemists, my shamans, my gurus, my leaders in the temple of the new nation. Now the religion is no longer ruling the forefront of spirituality. It's happening all around us. The breakdown of religious systems, of the religious control, of the brainwashing mindsets, of the old ways, opening up new doors to new possibilities, to spellbinding, performing, casting, to transforming the energies, changing the weather, to transmuting negative energy. We're my demon slayers. Yes, because everybody can't be a light worker. Everybody can't be spreading their wings and flying on the light side. Some of us have to be in the pit, in the mud, in the swamp, in the bayou, on the front line. My demon slayers, my policy changers, those of us who are meant to do the dirty work, not the hard work, because we're built for that. You are built for that. If you've not found your way as a light worker, because you just feel like the storm is always calling you, the rage is always calling you, and you're wondering if you're darkness as opposed to lightness, if you've got an evil streak, an evil spark, because you fire up, you strike back, you rage out, you speak your truth, you don't sugarcoat, you fight against bullies, you return to sender, you do your thing. You are one of those that belongs in the unseen, the unknown. My occult practitioners. Everyone cannot be of the light. We all have lightness within us, but some of us carry a little more darkness than we do the light. And that's because God needs people in both places at all times. He needs those willing to battle, willing to get their hands dirty, willing to speak the truth, willing to be trolled and bullied and still stand strong, willing to get on the stage behind the mic and speak up, not shy away from fame or fortune or greatness, not constantly strive to be humble or at peace or agreeable. So if you were here, you're one of those. You are one of those. You're being called to tap into the unseen, the unknown, to go where most will not go, to cross that bridge, even though you don't know what's at the other end, but you're willing to get there. Those who are willing to travel alone until they walk into their tribe. Those who are not okay with being part of the clique, whether it's on your job, in your family, in your community, you're the outcast, the black sheep, the lone wolf. You may work better alone. You may love your sanctuary, your peaceful moments. Some call you introvert, but you're really an outrovert. You just understand that everyone doesn't deserve your energy. Everyone can't handle your energy. So let's tap in and see what's to come. But if this resonates with you so far and you're in the room, you're one of God's chosen to walk into the darkness, the shadow, the unknown, the untapped, the undiscovered, and bring forth part of the new world, the new generation of leaders, mentors, coaches, influencers, guides, which would mean there's leadership ability in you. If you've always been job after job after job, never happy, never fulfilled, overworked and underpaid, never finding is something that really deserves you. If you've been the one supervised or managed by a boss, and you know that you already risen above that title, above that responsibility, you can do it better than they can. You are meant for greatness. If you have been terminated, laid off, written up, bullied, no matter where you go, no matter what job, people always whisper about you, talk about you, carry on whenever you're in the room. It's because although parts of you are very cryptic and they fear that, they're intimidated by that cryptic side, not by your light side. They're not intimidated by your lights. That's what they take for weakness. They misunderstand your kindness, your agreements, your settling for peace. Although you know you can fire it up at any moment. It's your cryptic side, your darkness, what they can't see, what they know is there. That's what they fear the most. They see a fire in you, a rage in you, a spirit in you that puts fear in their soul. So they gather together because it takes many of them to stand up against one you. That's how you know that you are more of the dark than you are of the light. When it takes multiple people to rise up against one you, that's confirmation that you have 1 foot in the darkness, 1 foot in the lightness at all times. You are a double-sided coin, but you have the ability to tap into each energy when you need it. You can turn it on and off. They can't figure you out. They can't figure you out. Are you likable or not? Should they engage or not? Do they want to be your friend or not? You may be called unmanageable, undisciplined, a problem, always having your mouth where it don't belong. This could have been your family as a child. No one said a child should be seen and not heard. That probably was you. You talk too much at school, at home, always questioning everything, even in church if you went. A cycle of regeneration. A cycle of regeneration. Do you see that lava? Do you see that hot boiling lava flowing into the ocean. You are both hot, cool, calm, fiery at all times. But somehow you've learned how to govern your rage enough, to suppress it enough, to be around people, to be able to go to work, to be able to maintain a lifestyle that doesn't allow you to be who you truly are in the forefront, at the head, the captain of the ship. This is the wheel of fortune. It represents the wheel of fortune. Your destiny is unfolding right before your eyes, stepping into a period of good luck, good fortune, good karma, and good juju, because you have held on to your pain, to your passion, to your rage, to your heartbreak. You hold it in because you don't want to give it to others, for you know how it felt when you held it. So you're careful not to be that for someone else. But then people around you don't mind being that to you. I feel a cough coming on. God is about to open up a channel. He's about to open up, he's about to part the mountains. He's about to pour you out into flowing waters of milk and honey. Everything in your life will now begin to flow. The pace will pick up. These waters are raging. They're not calm. They're not motionless. They're bubbling. They're moving. They're raging. They're elevating. They're rising up. He's about to pour you out into rivers of milk and honey. Things in your life will begin to pick up. Finances, your health, your creativity, your desire to relocate or move, possibility will begin to crack open. Opportunities will come in. Doors will open. Collaborations, partnerships, new career opportunities, traveling, moving, shifting. This is a major shift. The Wheel of Fortune is a major arcanum. It doesn't represent temporary. It doesn't represent for now. It represents long-term stability, long-term fortune, long-term good luck. This is destiny unfolding. Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles. Do you see how? See the fire, the flame, the lava, the golden flow? You are that golden flow. Here you have encompassed not only your whole entire body, but the whole entire atmosphere around you. Now magnetically attracts to you, becomes part of you and your world. Nine of Pentacles is financial independence, financial freedom. No longer needing to rely on Peter to pay Paul. No longer borrowing or using your credit cards to buy food, put gas in the car, get to work, pay the bills, keep your phone on. This is no credit needed. Money in the bank and gas in the tank at all times. This is you exploding upon the world, shining bright like a diamond, glowing with good karma, with good fortune, being seen, being recognized, being wanted, needed, honored, acknowledged for who you are, for what you bring to the table. for your abilities and your gifts. This is, for many of you, this is entrepreneurship. This is walking away from the 9 to 5 where you never belonged in the first place. This is enough fortune coming in so you can exactly do so. So you can begin walking in your true destiny, which is not working for someone else, on someone else's clock, on someone else's time. No, it's on divine timing, on God's time. Being a vessel of change, of elevation, of awakening for others. This is you heading for a major glow up in your life, in your finances, especially in your money, in your stability, in your security, you as the boss, calling the shots, doing the hiring, signing the checks. This is also single and ready to mingle. So where are my singles at? You've gone through the divorce, the ending, the pain, the drama. You've gone through the healing, and it will continue as it's never done. Healing is not a destination. Healing is a journey in the making. As you move, as you do, as things change, healing will continue to take place. There's no arrival place for healing. Everyone at their own pace. No judgment, for we each have gone through different experiences and need different amounts of time to heal. This is you having healed enough to now begin to glow up. This is many suitors, many options, and many choices. Dating, mingling, traveling, living. Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords energy. I'm talking to an oracle, a prophet or prophetess, a mentor, a coach, a leader, a speaker, a motivational speaker, a public speaker. Queen of Swords is someone who speaks logically from a wise and ancient wisdom, knowledgeable about the world, about life, because you've lived it many times. As things begin to pour back in, as old you lifetimes begin to resurface, it will open up parts of you that you don't even know how you know. One day you just know it. It comes out of nowhere. Your speech changes, your thoughts change, your movements change, your choices change, you change. Queen of Swords, one who speaks the truth, one who don't sugarcoat, one who leads from wisdom, judges wisely, sees the picture for exactly what it is, not manipulated, no one pulling on your heartstrings, no one manipulating you. You're no longer vulnerable because now you see. That third eye is wide awake. You're receiving downloads in your crown, messages through dreams, through signs, through music, through whispers in the wind, through visions, with new eyes to see. Now, also what I'm getting, as a side note, somebody here has been waiting for some kind of truth to arrive regarding some money, some finances. Somebody's waiting for some kind of truth to arise regarding some kind of money. Possibly an inheritance, a settlement, something owed to you. Now, what's single here, it could come from a divorce, a court case, a legal matter, because Queen of Swords can also represent a wise counsel, a wise judge, someone that reads between the lines and figures it out and makes a wise decision in your favor. with this good luck and good fortune, leading to financial stability and independence. And its Queen of Swords could represent a settlement on the way, a claim on the way, judgment in your favor on the way. So if you have a legal matter, a court issue, if you're waiting for an inheritance or some kind of payout, this could represent the wheel turning everything in your favor, and you finally receiving the justice that you deserve. Remember, it's a collective reading. Everything ain't gonna resonate for everybody. Take what resonates for you. If you need more clarity, you can book a $20 reading during this live. If you just have one question and you want confirmation, it's $5 to answer one question, $20 if you want a reading. In the pinned comment of the chat, all the information how you get a reading or a question answered is there. The Cash App, the PayPal, or you can super chat it. But somebody here, and you guys, excuse me, when I say bitch, I mean it with love. I'm from New York. It's a term of endearment over here. Okay? Let's not get in our feelings, grown folks. And it's unisex. When I say it ain't for women, it's for everybody. Hello? Because somebody here. So I get on live, the coughing starts. Excuse me. We're live. So what is what it is. And it sounds worse than it is. I've gotten over the flu. But this cough, it actually happens more live. See, I know what that is. Well, who ain't pushing through? Shutting who down? People cough every day. And it's through the phone. You ain't getting it. It sounds worse than it is. I'm good. Somebody here. Remember, unisex, male or female. Somebody here is about to be a rich bitch. That's what I see. I see overflow of milk and honey. I see good karma. I see good fortune. I see destiny. I see financial independence. I see financial security. I see money in the bank, gas in the tank. I see all bills paid. No debt. No burdens. Queen of Swords. I see justice. I see judgment. I see confirmation and clarity. That's so far what's on the, well, not on the table. Because I'm on the bed opposite. You know, I have a table in my hotel room. But the table is up here. And the chair is down here. I don't know who designed the room. Because I'm 5'2". A little itty bitty. Well, in height. I ain't little itty bitty. Hello? It's got its style. But when I sit in the chair, the table's up here. So I'm like, so, can't use that. Can't use that to read. I'm like, how am I going to figure this out? So, come on now. Knight of Wands. Do you see the orca whale? And yes, it's the orca whale. If you see a dolphin, It's not a dolphin. It's an orca whale. Orca whales are mammals. They represent the Great Mother emerging from the ocean. Ajay Yemaya. Ajay Yemaya. For those who are devotees of Yemaya. It says, seek a new horizon. Seek a new horizon. Now, for many of you, you're going to have a financial breakthrough big time. Spirit wants you to make sure that you sit in stillness in your sanctuary for a while. Before you start spending, sit in stillness for a while. Meditate on gratitude. Meditate on, ask for guidance. Ask for guidance on what you need to do. For many of you, this is the relocation. For many of you, this is about physically moving away from wherever you are that no longer serves you in fulfilling your next journey. For many of you, you are not where your destiny will ever unfold. For many of you, this is about planning a move, a physical move. For those of you who are happy where you are, this is about planning what is your next move. If the environment is stable and that is taken care of, then where are we going? What are we doing? Where's that soul moving into? As you can see, the orca whale is jumping out of the water. Almost like coming up to breathe, coming up to get air, coming up to see the new world for what it is. No longer swimming underneath, no longer hiding, no longer in hermit mode, no longer in self-reflection, no longer in self-discovery, but now jumping, leaping, flying, soaring above it all, to become part of something bigger, something different, something new, something fresh. A breath of fresh air is what I'm getting. A new thirst to seek out something new, be part of something new, go somewhere new. Whether this is a soul or spiritual retreat, a getaway, a move, you're going to have everything you need to plan for a beautiful new future, a beautiful new you, to finally step into your destiny, to do what it is you're supposed to be doing. You may be somewhere and you have leadership qualities, you know you do, but wherever you are, you cannot leave. Wherever you are, you cannot coach. Wherever you are, you cannot mentor. The environment is not conducive with the energy in you. You're misunderstood, talked about. People are confused. People are not willing to invest in what you do, to be part of what you're speaking, to listen to what you have to say. So you need to move to an environment where you will be welcomed, acknowledged, useful, where people are thirsting for your abilities, your gifts, your presence. You need to move somewhere where they'll put you on their stage. They'll give you that mic. They'll buy your products. They'll support your store. Where you can open a store. They want to know what you have to offer and crave it more and more. They'll invite others in. You need to move where your tribe is waiting for you to arrive. That place. This is like coming out. This is like birthing a new you. It looks like that orca whale is pregnant. It looks like the orca whale is pregnant with birthing a business, a family, a child, a new creativity, or just giving birth to the new you that's trapped inside this old you, this shell of who you used to be, but that you don't even like. Because you know there's so much more of you that no one has been able to see, that you have not been able to get the world. Because the environment around you is stale, unmotivating, just negative, toxic even. Knight of Wands is about passion, action, creativity, leadership. Knight of Wands is a leader, a go-getter, an achiever. But what I'm getting heavy is passion. Something you're passionate about, maybe always been passionate about, but haven't been able to get off the ground. Leader, boss, entrepreneur. The Emperor is the energy, not an agenda. Is a boss, is a leader, is a builder, is an achiever. Makes it happen. Makes it happen. Invents the door. Ain't no doors opening. Ain't no doors visible. The Emperor makes the door. Makes the opportunity. You are supposed to be an emperor. Ladies as well as men. The leader. The boss. Calling the shots. Writing the checks. Making it work. Making it happen. Teaching others. Leading others. Motivating others. The next generation. The vast network. Networking. Partnering. Collaborating. Walking in unison with your tribe. Not as an initiate. Not as an initiate. As an initiator. This is you not needing anyone and anything to tell you who you are. To approve of what you have to offer. This is you in your own right saying, the crown that I wear that's fixed upon my head was given to me through my bloodline, through birth. I have the rite of passage based on my bloodline, based on my royal ancestry, based on my indigenous background. I don't need to be initiated. I don't need to be accepted. I don't need to be approved. I don't even need to be chosen. I am who I say I am. Regardless of what anyone says, what anyone thinks, let them judge. Because while they're judging you, it's confirmation, beloved, that they're watching you. Let me say it again. While they are judging you, trolling you, stalking you, attacking you, they are watching you. Something they can't understand. Something they will never be. Something they are in awe of, jealous of, in competition with. It's confirmation of your greatness. That's all it is. Not to spark fear, paranoia, anxiety about in these spiritual streets. We are spiritually attacked day by day by day while we awake and while we sleep. Hello. This life is not for the weak. It's not for those who want to get rich fast. It's not for the ones who want everything easy. It's not for that. But to whom much is expected, to whom much is given, much is required. And once you perform that requirement, God will sit you on the throne, place you at the table in your own empire, help build you a legacy that can't no man or woman match. It's all worth it. Every struggle, every wait, every delay, every setback, every shadow ban, every stalking, trollings, every spiritual attack cannot be matched with the luxury lifestyle that God will supply you with. Comfort, overflow, grace, peace, freedom, Because nine of cups. Nine of cups. After the storm. After the storm. Is that not a beautiful horizon? Is that not a beautiful horizon? Nine of Cups. After the storm comes possibility, enlightenment, overflow, joy, happiness, peace, prosperity, abundance, love, unity. Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups is total wish fulfillment. Wishes being granted and dreams being answered. God said, if you work for me, if you put the rest aside, if you give me your soul, give me your time, give me your energy. And I don't need all of it. I know you're a human being in the human world, living a human life. I know there are things that need to be done. But if you give me the faith of a mustard seed, the changes I will bring into your life, the shifts I'll bring into your life. Faith of a mustard seed. I will send your life skyrocketing into a glow up that you've only dreamed about in a dream, that you never thought would come true. You never imagined would be real. You hear about it, you may see it on others, but you're not really sure if it will ever work for you. I'm getting older. You're getting older. Time is moving on. You may not have a soulmate, the dream job, dream home. When you begin to work with the divine, when you give your life over to the Most High, do you know you will begin to age backwards? You will age backwards. Time will be restored, renewed. Your life will be rebuilt. You will reemerge as a brand new shiny penny, a diamond in the rough, a pearl trapped between the oyster. Everything will turn backwards. God will add time to your life, add abundance to your life, add wisdom, add joy, add love. And you wonder, it will seem like your youth comes back, your vitality comes back, your joy comes back, and you will forget time that was missed, lost, wasted, on who shoulda, woulda, coulda, but they didn't. And life will begin to look sunny and bright every day. You will start to see the stars in the sky differently because you didn't recognize them before. You will begin to see the moon differently because you didn't really take a look at her before. The ocean will become great and vast and large, and you will feel swallowed up in it. Things you didn't see before, the trees will begin to feel like giants. The whole world will begin to look like a Garden of Eden. And although the actual physical nature of it may not change, everything for you will change. You'll ask someone, oh my God, did you see that? And they'll be like, what? I don't see nothing, but you did, and you will. And you will know it's not an illusion. It was not something you thought you saw. No, it's a new reality. They're new eyes, a new vision, a new hunger, a new thirst. If you have not tapped the like button, please tap for your girl. Show me some love and support. Nine of Cups. Ain't that a pretty little? Ain't he pretty? He almost looks like Poppy. Y'all know my Poppy, my little Havanese. He's milky white. If you've seen him on channel, it says adapt. Adapt. Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords is a movement. Forging ahead. Forging ahead. Hello. Thank you, beloved. Thank you, Becky, for that party hat. Knight of Swords is a fast-paced movement. Like, I'm coming through. I'm coming through. Make room. Make room, because I'm coming through. I'm busting through. I'm unstoppable. Knight of Swords, unstoppable energy. I'm coming through. If you don't make space, I'm running. You get out the way. Part the seas. Move the mountains, because I'm coming through. It's my time. See me. Recognize me. But be careful, because it's fast-paced movement. So you may can see me. You see me now, and you may not see me later, because I'm moving on. And everybody cannot go. Everybody not invited. You are the only one on your horse. The Lone Ranger, forging ahead. Adapting is about whatever's currently going on, whatever's temporarily going on. We're just now coming out of winter season. Here on the East Coast, where we are here. We're just coming out of the winter season. It was a season of stillness, lack. The earth was frozen, barren. Well, no fruit, no vegetation, no grass, no leaves on snow, ice, coldness, stagnation. It was the weather giving us a moment to sit down, to pause, to rest. While the earth was still, we should have been still. We're going into spring. We're about to be sprung forth. Flowers will bloom. Vegetation will grow. The trees will get leaves. The earth will look colorful, bright. Rainbows will form. It will open up. It's your time to get back into the flow of life. Get back out there. Show off the new you. Test the new you. Love the new you. Confidence, courage, bravery. To push forward through any obstacle, any challenge, knowing that it's temporary. What's left over from winter season, because spring is not here yet. We're in the residuals, the end point, the tearing, the stretching. So right now it may feel the heaviest, because before the seed blooms, it has to push through the dirt. The rose, the bloom through the concrete. Before it can bloom, open, bear fruit, grow a harvest, it's got to push through that soil where it's been dormant in the darkness in order to break through to the sunlight. Everyone doesn't survive that breakthrough. Some seeds die off and never grow, never bloom. They can never get through the soil. But you have, and you will, because you've done this before. Because you've done this before. All this ain't your first rodeo. We come back and we forget. God makes it that way, because if we remembered, most of us wouldn't come back. Hello? So we come back, we forget. We have to relearn to walk, to speak, to do, to be, to think. But once you do, and once you have that awakening, and once that trigger and that light is turned on, it don't go off. You don't forget. You can't go back. You can't be the old you. You can't think the old thoughts. That is gone, dead. You have now the seed that is already germinated. You're pushing through that soil. Because when spring comes, you'll peek your head above, you'll see the light, and then you'll fight harder to break through, to be free, to spread your wings and fly. You just need that little bit of light, that crack, that shine, that inspiration to let you know you've made it. You made it. You survived. You're one of the strongest, the greatest, the chosen. You were born to make it. You were born to make it. You were born to break through. You were born to bear the fruit. You were born to bring the harvest. You were born to be the first millionaire in your family, in your generation, this lifetime. You were born to reap that spiritual inheritance that those before you didn't have the ability to spend, to use. They're gifting it all to you because you are the one that's proven that you are the one. So whatever's going on right now, adapt and overcome because it's very temporary, very temporary. And if you're waiting for this fortune to turn in your favor, we got the four of swords in reverse. Now in the upright, it says accept stillness. It's in the reverse. What I just say? The stillness is about to be over. You've rested. You've reflected. You've gone within. In solitude, confinement. You take a time. You've healed. You cried. You raged. You're done. No longer time to accept being still. There's no more time to accept being still. Now you will only accept being alive, thriving, living, loving, prospering, moving, doing, achieving, growing. There's no more room for stillness. For the period of stillness is coming to an end, my friend. Spring is about getting out of your head, getting out of those thoughts, overthinking energy of the past. They're still home. You're in the stretching. We're in retrograde. Time where things come back. People, thoughts, energies, old behaviors, old triggers. It all comes. This is the moment of adaptation and overcoming. This temporary, retrograde is temporary. It don't last but a few days, and then it's gone. Well, most of the planets. Saturn, I believe, will be in retrograde until 2028. It's in Aries. Oh, come on now. Aries is the god of war. Saturn is a planet of discipline, determination, structure. Hello. Saturn is a planet of the Capricorn, the goat, the rules that own dominion, rules that own dimension. In the energy of Aries, fire, passion, willpower, determination, acceptance. It's time. It's time to forge a new life, a new you, a new family, a new status, a new outcome, a new belief. Saturn retrograde in Aries to 2028. Hello, it's going to be around for a minute. Asking you for the next 2 years to get it done. To build that empire. To live in your legacy. To speak your truth. So walk into your destiny with confidence and bravery and courage. To adapt and overcome challenges. Challenges are part of the human experience. They're part of the human experience. They have nothing to do with the soul experience. It's a human experience that we're in. It comes with challenges and obstacles because there are other people here with us. Adapt and overcome. Stop matching energies because you're triggered, bitter, angry. Stop matching energies. The time of matching toxic, karmic, negative energies is over, my love. Give it to karma. She gotta eat. She gotta eat. She gotta stay strong to do her work. Give them to karma and let it go. We're not matching no energies going forward. The only energy you're matching is goddess energy. Is God energy. Energy of a leader, of a priest, of a priestess, of a shaman, of a mentor, of a coach, of an influencer, of a guide, of a teacher. The only energy you're matching is the energy of someone who's destined for greatness. We're not matching low vibrational energies anymore. If they want to argue, walk away, let them argue with themselves. Try that and see how that works. If they come to you and they want to argue, they want to trigger you, they want to throw you off, breathe, walk away. You ain't got to say nothing. Remove yourself. Let them stand there looking dumb, arguing with no one. You will never have to meet that energy again. That'll be the last time, because they will know you ain't got time to be bothered. You ain't got the energy to be bothered. And the fact is, they don't even bother you anymore. I know it's easier said than done. Who said that? I know it's easier said than done. But so is living, and we still do that. It's easier to pass away, to leave this world, to let it all go, to rest in the grave. Oh, that's easy. To close your eyes and say, that's easy. Life is hard. Life is challenging. Life is difficult. And yet we choose life every day. Yes? So if we can make that decision, then everything else is easy. Peasy. Lemon squeezy. Life is the hardest thing you ever do. Life is the hardest thing you ever do. If you choose to do that every day, then everything else is doable, achievable. There's your Ace of Pentacles. There's your milk and honey. There's your overflow. There's your fulfillment. There's your contentment. There's your abundance. There's your generational wealth. There is your financial security. There is your breakthrough. That is God stepping out of the heavens and saying, it's time I show you who I am and what I can do. It's time that I prove that I see you, love you, support you, take care of you, believe in you. Here you go. You can have whatever you like, what you need. Here you go. Your days of struggle. Your days of wanting, waiting, needing, hurting, struggling, begging, crying. God says, no more. No more. Go step into the rainfall. Go step into the rainfall. Shower yourself. Bathe yourself. Water yourself. When I finish blessing you the way I promised, life every day will be a journey, a destination, a travel, a getaway. Joyous, humble, happy, stable, wealthy. Aces are divine energy. Pentacles are assets, opportunity, money, rewards, blessings, abundance. Hello, the good stuff. What's being held by the hand of God, poured out into your life, into your finances, into your home, into your health, into your family. Because God said it's time. When this spring blooms and comes forth, be ready for major shifts to happen in your life. And I'm speaking to someone who's done the work. Collective reading. It sounds great, but this greatness ain't for everyone. A lot of people hope and dream and believe, because we all do. Does not mean that this crown, this cloak, this pouring is for everyone in or outside the room. You got to know that you know that you know that this blessing, this message, this destiny belongs to you. Because you've done the work. Because you're disciplined. Because you're disciplined. Because your faith is unshakable, unstoppable. Because you've chosen destiny. Because even when it was dark, you held to the light. And even when it's bright, you understand the dark days come, and that's still all right. It's for the patient, the strong, the resilient, those who endure. It's for those who've forgiven, who've transformed, who've awakened. It's those who have already sacrificed and surrendered and given more than they've ever received from family, lovers, friends, jobs. It's for someone who has been forged in the fire and came out like a diamond. Years of pressure. Years of pressure. You've known more pain than pleasure in your lifetime. And you push through. This for those who speak the truth, who speak up against bullying. And then you are the one held accountable. Even still, you keep doing what you do because it's what's in your heart. It's what you know is right. You don't worry about the outcome. You're always in the fights for the greater good, for the greater mankind. This message is for you. Because you know that you are this. You know, inside of you, there's a fire. Inside of you, there's a rage. Inside of you, there's a boiling lava. There's passion. Inside of you, this is Saturn energy. And you pour into the raging rivers, the lives of others. You warm others when they're cold. You inspire others when they're lost. Give that rage and that passion and that creativity to others who need it, to be influenced, to be guided, to be found, to be better, to be wiser. You crack yourself open and pour yourself out for what others need, in spite of yourself. You may have not been rewarded, felt blessed as of yet, but God's been keeping score. Oh, God's been keeping score. Been writing your name in the book page after page, and now the book is complete. The thing left is for God to sign the last page. The end. This is it. Starts a brand new beginning, a brand new book. You know, I'm getting on this card. Whether it's about a relocation or where you currently live. I'm getting Arizona, Montana, Dakota, Mexico, Africa, Ohio, heavy Texas, Colombia. I know it's a Colombia. Moving somewhere, someone moving off the grid, someone purchasing land, building it, by a lake or a stream, by a water. Greenland? Ain't that where it's cold? That's what I'm getting. Somewhere tropical or warm and sunny. Someone, a place known for mountains. I see cactus. I definitely see someone buying a large acres of land or inheriting it where it's not been lived on, and you're going to transform this land into a legacy. This may be a goal of yours. A plantation with your family name on it. That's what I'm getting. I also just saw Hawaii. Now these can either be places that you looking to go, or you've been, or in your family heritage. This is like dry desert land, but you see that pond of water beginning to flow through it. This is like dry desert land, but then there's a pond of water beginning to flow through it. Yeah, you definitely coming out of a drought. If you've been in a drought, you definitely coming out of a drought season. Cactuses are known to store up for the future. So having more than enough this long term, taking you well into the future. This is beautiful energy. This place is very mystical. King of Swords. King of Swords. A visionary. You are a visionary. King of Swords. A wise thinker. Someone that uses their logic as opposed to staying in the heart space. You see the little polar bear? The lone wolf? The lone wolf? Again, Alaska. Did I say Alaska? I said Montana. I don't know. A visionary. Wisdom. Knowledge. This is about you going into a sanctuary. Again, a spiritual retreat or some kind of getaway. But you'll be there to gain some kind of knowledge, some kind of wisdom. This could be a trip. Or this could be you actually moving somewhere where you'll be able to do this. But this definitely looks like some kind of spiritual retreat or getaway where you're at peace, tranquility, where you're able to hear the whispers in the wind, the whispers in the trees, connect with nature. to receive messages, to continue this elevation. So now, elevation, like in the Alps. I don't know if you live somewhere. I did say Iceland or Green. What did I say? I said Greenland. And I said, but isn't it icy there? And then this. Somewhere where you can be alone, be at peace, be at rest. Yes, goddess. Yes, goddess. Now, don't take me to ice. I'm not a cold weather gal. I'm not a cold weather gal. I need tropics. I need the sun. I need 100 degrees. I need an ocean, palm trees, dirt. I'm not icy. But someone here, you might like the cold weather. This is about tapping in, breaking away from the world, and the noise, and being able to tap in the spirit. This is giving me heavy. Maybe you were born. If you were born in the winter, would that be Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces? I think those are my winter babies. All right. Let's change up the decks. For those of you that are still here, thank you, beloved. Tap the like button, tap me in on your way in or out. If you're new, subscribe. You want to book a personal, $20? You have a single question. A single question is $5. Is this your message? Will you be moving, relocating? Is justice coming in for this court case or legal situation? Are you meant to be an occult practitioner as opposed to a light worker? The biggest one for me is the relocation. The move, the land, the purchase, leaving the 9 to 5, beginning your own entrepreneurship. Okay. I miss my table, but I'm so glad to be here, y'all. Hello. I get a breakaway. I get away. Time away. Grateful to Goddess. Okay. Learn to listen. Learn to listen. Listening is a sign of respect for others. Listening without interrupting and being attentive makes the other person feel valued. By listening, you can understand the thoughts and needs of others and gain more knowledge and insight. This is for someone who used to never being listened to. This usually happens if you were a child, you grew up in a family situation, where you were never heard, never listened to, back to that child being seen, never heard thing that many families preached. You feel like you were the child that was always shut down, always shut up, and you grow into an adult, and you may not even know it that PTSD is always with you, and people may think you never really listen. This is about taking a pause in the presence of other people, about taking a leadership role in the presence of other people, knowing who you are in the presence of other people. And no matter how they come forward, how they approach, how they are, it's not a representation of you. It's a representation of the energy they're in. And having compassion for where they are. And not taking it personal all the time. Listening to what they say to really grasp what they're going through. Knowing that it's not about you. Always about them. As a leader, it's important to build listening skills, to pay attention, to remove yourself from the equation, to be able to be valuable and to be needed as a source for listening, for understanding. The butterflies, like I said, when you were a child, you could have felt that way. But now that you're transformed into this beautiful adult, mastering these gifts, it's time to really focus in on whether or not your listening skills are tied to trauma, grounding. You're being asked to ground yourself. You've been spending too much time in your head. And it's time to pay attention to your body and to the earth. Go outside and plant your feet on the ground. Enjoy the centering feeling that it brings. Someone you've been around too many other energies for too long. Whether it's at work, at home with your kids, and your family, out wherever it is, you've been around too many energies that you may not even realize you've absorbed because you do it naturally. And you brush it off when you're tired or when you're sick or when you have a headache or you don't feel good. It's not naturally occurring. It's because of what you're absorbing and not realizing you're doing naturally. There's a need for you to get outside, especially if you have a backyard and you're able to do that. Especially if you're not living in a building and you're able to just step outside, then there's no reason why you shouldn't be outside and let the wind remove energies from your flesh. Let the air cleanse you. Let the sunshine cleanse you. Let the moonlight cleanse you. If you can ground yourself, if you can take your shoes and socks off, that's even better. I don't know where you live. I'm in the big city. We ain't doing that. You gotta find even the parks. You don't want to do that. Oh, where dogs and cats. Where I'm at, the habitat is not conducive to being able to do that. But if you can, then you need to do it. You need to take your shoes off, go outside, even if it's not in the dirt, even if it's just on the ground. To ground yourself, let it absorb the negative energy from your top through your feet out into the ground. Give it back. And you can even speak over it when you're outside. You can open up your chakras to guidance. Guys, I'm here. Purify me. Detox me. Cleanse me. Lift this weight off of me. Release me. Refresh me. Restore me. You can speak it. Take some deep breaths. Shake it off. Thank God for giving you what you needed, what you requested. And then go back in and have a cup of tea. Have a cup, just wind down for a minute in your day. Take time to give it away. You've been holding on to a lot of energy. Like I said, whether it's in your work or just naturally absorb it from where you live. And it's not all positive. And Spirit's asking you to come give it. God is saying, give it to me. God is saying, give it to me. Is that Loki? Hey, Loki. Hey, love it. I love my heart. Loki, I love my heart. I don't have them hearts on my phone. Not like that. Maintain discipline. What does that say about Aries and Saturn? The planet of discipline. We're in it for the next until 2028. That day that you're waiting for will come. Let me say it again. That day that you're waiting for will come. Maintain discipline. You're getting closer to your end goal. There's no need to overextend yourself. Guard your energy to remain focused. It will pay off. It's a climb, not an elevator ride. Ashe. I'm my bell, y'all. Ashe. You're getting closer to your end goal. It will pay off. But it's a climb, not an elevator ride. Which means you can get on and press a button and something else will take you somewhere with no effort. Now this is a climb. This is the Capricorn. This is the goat climbing the mountain effortlessly. Effortlessly. Defying gravity. Climbing. Striving. Enduring. Pushing. Forging. Adapting. With bravery. Confidence. Determination. And discipline. Keep doing it. Even when you don't see the rewards, you don't see the benefit, you don't see the money, you don't see the followers, the numbers, the subscribers, keep doing it. Because what you don't see is that God is keeping notes. Oh, God is keeping notes. What you don't see is God is taking notes. Are you disciplined? How fast you give up when you think you're not winning, when you don't see the immediate gratification. How quick are you to run away, to get fatigued, frustrated, angry, to throw a tantrum, and to walk away because things ain't moving at your pace. You have no patience, no discipline, no determination. God is taking notes. And when the book is finished, when all the notes have been taken, all the pages are full, God's going to remember the pages that were blank, the days you didn't do, the days you didn't move, the days of no discipline, no determination, no end game, no plan, no movement. But to the one, the pages are full. And I don't mean full of every day's action. I had the flu. Me and the kids. I was a child that works with children. You know how kids are. So when all little kids come in, they sick, and she got it, yeah, well, that's how we got it. I used to work with kids, so I remember. We all had it. I'm not talking about the days you need to rest. I'm not talking about the days you need to take care of you. I'm not talking about the days you need to meditate, sit in stillness, because God expects that too. That's self-love and self-care. Your book should have many of those pages in it. God wants you to honor your temple, protect your temple, love your temple. So those are still days when your pages are full of grace for yourself. That you'll remember to honor yourself. That you didn't pour from a cup that was half empty. People pleasing, attention seeking. No, you decided my cup is half empty. This got to be filled up so they can receive from my overflow. I'm not tilting my cup. God, fill it up, allow it to overflow so I can be a blessing. Bless me to be a blessing. Don't tilt. Days you don't tilt your cup. Days you don't overgive, overlove. Turn the other cheek. Only to be slapped in the other side. Days you don't complain. Don't self-victimize. Those pages are full too of pride, applause. When God said thank you, I'm talking about the days when you should be doing, should be moving, should be achieving, should be planning, working, building, giving, honoring, listening, mentoring, coaching, leading, teaching, influencing. Those days, helping. Yep. Bring balance. Bring balance. You're putting too much energy into something, creating lack somewhere else. Take action now to correct the situation or risk further imbalance, which can lead to undesired results. Where in your life are you giving too much? Where in your life are you giving too much? Because you think that they can't do it without you. Where in your life are you giving too much? Where in your life can you pull back and you say that's enough? You've siphoned enough. You're not returning it. It's not equal. It's not balanced. It's not fair. Where in your life are you over pleasing? Over being overly utilized. Wherever that is, pull back. Find balance. It should be equal. It should be equal give and take. You should feel that you're receiving something in return for what you give. And even if it's not monetary, it should be at least energy, love, affection, respect, something. But there's somewhere in your life where you are giving too much, putting too much focus, too much attention, trying to control it, not having enough patience. And God says, pull back in that area. It will take care of itself, or I will take care of it. In the meantime, in between time, you need to focus on an area that you're neglecting. Is it your health? Is it your spiritual practice? Is it building your own entrepreneurship? Taking time to work on your creativity, your skills, your crafts? Or is it just time to breathe and do nothing? To feel free, to rest? Patience. Patience, my love. You're being asked to practice patience right now. It's not easy to do this, but you're strong, and there's a reason why things are not aligning in the way you want them to at this moment. Have a little patience, and eventually, God's going to work it out. I just spoke about that. Patience. Not enough patience for God to work it out, so you think you're going to do it all by yourself, and it's not getting done. Because God didn't tell you to do that. God said, give it to me. I already got it. I already know your destiny. It's already waiting for you. It's already planned. You just need to walk into it, believe in it, see it. Discipline. Patience. Letting go. Stop putting in too much when you receive nothing back. I don't care if it's a person, a place, a situation, a relationship, no matter what it is. Stop putting in so much and getting back so little. Because at the end of the day, When you realize you're the one left depleted, it reaps anger, bitterness, regret for what you could have done, should have done, but you didn't. Because you weren't putting you first, putting your needs first. Because you weren't including yourself as a priority in that situation. Because if you are not your priority, whose priority will you be? If you are not your priority, whose priority will you be? If you don't look out for your health, if you don't look out for your joy, if you don't look out for your happiness, who is going to do it? Who's running it? Who's controlling it? Who owns it? Who holds the power to take any of that away from you every single day because you've given it freely away? It's time to realize that God put you here, and when God's ready, He's going to take us all out. I'm going to say that again. As a death doula, a soul midwife, God has put us all here. God has put us all here. She's birthed us all from her womb into creation. And when she's done, God will call us home. That's how little control we have of the beginning and the end. That's how little control that we have of the beginning and the end. Yet we believe that we have control of the entire lifetime. No, you don't. We are all here on borrowed time, borrowed earth, borrowed resources, borrowed air, borrowed energy. Everything that we live and die for is borrowed. You don't come in with it, and you ain't taking it out here either. So if that's the only thing in your life that matters, what you can accumulate, what you can gain, what you can buy, what you can, you're truly missing the whole purpose of life itself. Only things that are of any value to source energy is love, joy, happiness, your smile, your dance, your hugs, your kisses, your love, your kindness, your generosity, your guidance, your influence. That's all that matters. It's not how big your house was. It's not even if you had a house. It's not the car you drive. It's not how many dollars you had in the bank. It's not how many children you gave birth to, if you had any. It's not whether or not you were married or had a soulmate, or how many. It doesn't matter what block you live on, what state you live in. God don't care nothing about that. God owns the whole earth, and itself belongs to Goddess. And if God owns it, all of it, she's not impressed by how much of it we obtain at all, because she owns that too. It's the reason why you don't take it when you go. We truly don't own it. It doesn't belong to us. It's borrowed. And the next generation comes in and they borrow it. So Goddess doesn't care how much of it you claim is yours when it all belongs to her. It doesn't matter. We spend our whole lives trying to live above the Joneses, have more, be the... And truly all of that don't belong to any of us. Doesn't matter at all. At the end when we go, nothing goes. Nothing. Not even this flesh that we've lived in. Even that don't go. Ashes to ashes, dust. Not even the flesh goes. None of it matters. What matters is the love you carry over. The kindness, the generosity you left behind. The memories, the positive, the influence, the guidance you left behind. The footsteps. The map. The guidance, the inheritance that you left behind. So while we're building houses, cars, bank accounts, remember you're leaving that behind. If there's any, it's to be left. It's to be left behind for the next generation, if there is a generation. And if not, does it even matter if you had it? Absolutely not. But when you go, when the soul descends and the love carries it through, when the love pushes it through, when the love pushes it through, helps it ascend, helps it elevate, find its way back home to that new dimension. What if there's no love? What if there was no joy? What if there's nothing to boost it, to ignite it, to help it fly? That's what the priority should be on. That's where the priority should be. Because as a death doula, soul midwife, everything that was accumulated in material things ain't elevating that soul to go back home to nowhere. That's why so many are trapped. That's why so many pass away. And their souls are trapped in the earth. They haunt the houses. They haunt the synagogues. They haunt the cemeteries. They haunt the people. They haunt because there was nothing strong enough to carry them over. There was nothing strong enough to carry them over, to lift them. There was nothing that helped them gain those wings, open those wings, spread those wings. There was nothing. No love, no family, no unity, no positivity, no belief, no faith, no joy, no happiness. The misery that many die in is the reason why many never ascend and are trapped in between, haunted. The reason why we do ancestral veneration every Saturday on this channel is to celebrate the lives, to elevate the souls, to unchain them, unleash them, to free them. For we know, well, I know, and many of my death doulas or my occult, we know how many of them are trapped. We know how many of them are trapped. Because we think in our mind that they died and they went to heaven, they not there. We don't like to believe they're not there because then we gotta cry every day and mourn when they're not. A lot of them are not there because we believe it. A lot of them are trapped in between, lost, unable to find the light, cannot see the light. Why? Because they never knew the light. They never knew the light when they were alive. How could they find it in the passing? The pain was heavier. The pain was heavier than the joy. The regrets, bitterness, those they wouldn't forgive. All the weight that carried them, that caused them the illness, that brought in the passing, is so heavy on their soul, on their body. They're not there. They have not ascended. They have not elevated. They have not crossed over. Why do you think there are death doulas? What will be the need for that service? Hello? Why do you think we're out here soul midwives? And soul husbands? Why do you soul husbands? Because we know that they are not. And someone that has to take on that rite of passage, mistress of the gates, someone has to be able to open the gate, to walk in with no fear, to enter the cemetery, to go into the undead, the unknown, the unseen, with no fear, to help those who were trapped and passed in slavery, murdered, tortured, beaten, trafficked. Those who died in horrible, imaginable circumstances. They don't Passing on ain't easy. It don't just happen like you don't just. That ain't how it happened, my loves. So those that we know, those of us black and browns that are indigenous bloodlines, survived slavery, tortured through slavery, racism, genocide, trafficked, till this day, we are the ones at the foreline, the forefronts of the occult practices. We have the death doulas. We have the soul midwives. Because we know that even we're not just freeing our ancestors, we're freeing everybody's ancestors. What I always say, whoever will come, whoever need. Hello. Now they're invited into the sanctuary in a certain manner. Everybody ain't coming. It's not only mine. It's not only mine. Everyone I connect to, I open up that gate for their ancestors to come in, their spirit team to come in. And some of them stay. Because you know, I've done that sitting one time. They know as soon as the camera go off, they're going to go back to their regular day. They ain't going to put no altar. They ain't going to light no candles. They're not going to speak to them. They're not going to feed them. They know that as soon as I'm gone, it's over. So they'll stay because they know they're not really in it to win it. They're not. They might need a financial blessing on a job, so it's temporary. So they stay. And I work with that. Hello. There's such a need for death doulas in this time. It's a thankless job that nobody want to have. Because people are too busy living in fear of ghosts under their bed and spiritual attacks. When the fact is, if you tap into that, they can't attack you. Because you'll be so protected by your ancestors and theirs. You become so valuable, they won't allow anyone in to erase you. Then there's that. Oh, you want to be really protected? Be a midwife. Be a soul midwife. They won't even let an ounce of negativity not around you. You are their lifeline. You are their rescue. You are their hello. Nah, ain't not coming up against you. Human body may catch a cold. You may get sick with the regular flesh does. But that soul, nah, they got you. You are so valuable in the world that irreplaceable. The protection around you can be penetrated. Who? It's a thankless job that many don't want to do. You are so needed. We're too busy worrying about our own ancestors. There are billions of spirits, energy, sitting in this room with you, sitting in that room with you, outside your door, in your backyard, in your children's room, in your bathroom. They're everywhere. All they want to do is be seen, be recognized, and be freed. And it haunts, and it will stay, and they will follow until someone does so. But too many grown people are walking around childlike mentalities, afraid of ghosts under the bed, like they 2 years old. Like, really? But yeah, spiritually immature. There's a spiritual immaturity when you're grown and you experience life and you're still afraid of ghosts. There's a spiritual immaturity. There's a lack of connection. There's a lost mindset. We'll go to the graveyard, to the funeral, to the cemetery, or you'll go there, you'll step in the cemetery for the funeral. But You're afraid of ghosts in your house, under your bed, in your closet. But you just walked into a cemetery full of, but at home, ghosts, scared, living afraid. Do you see what I mean? It's a spiritual maturity. Because how you safe walking into a cemetery for a funeral, but you're not safe in your own home. I don't know who need to hear that, but that's that. Like that makes no sense to me whatsoever. We'll run to the graveyard crying and carrying on, leaving flowers year after year. But somebody talk about spiritual attack and warfare, and you're all in it. Not knowing that every time we walk into a cemetery, unprotected, unaware, that we walked into a whole dimension, a whole Mistress, the cemetery gates that are open. Once you cross that threshold, you're no longer in the human experience. You're in another dimension of the undead, of the dead, of the undead. You're crossing into another dimension of death, of decay, of the undead, of the haunted, of the lost. And then we cross back out the gate like nothing ever happened. And don't think you're taking nobody home. No attachments. Nothing. That's go home and don't cleanse. We don't do any cleansing work. We don't nothing. Just walking in and out, in and out. Like we going in and out the 99-cent store. Don't ask for no permission. Not paying no homage. Not leaving no veneration. Nothing. Like we own it, we belong there because we burying our person in the ground with the, not like they've been there first. We're burying our person, but not like not been there before we got there. Then we walk right out when the funeral's over. We go to the repast, eat the food, and yeah. Like nothing never happened. Nothing never happened. People do not know how much attachments they are taking every day back into their house, into their life. They ain't leaving. Ain't got no. And they wonder why things are going on. Things ain't happening. Paranormal acts, yada, yada, yada. They're passing by cemeteries. Whether you're walking by them or you're on the bus, they're everywhere. Everywhere. And for those who carry the most fear of being spiritually attacked, and always something going on, and always something happening to you, and it's always negative. It's always somebody doing. If you living in that low vibrational energy every single day, and you carrying that much fear every single day, you're wide open for demonic possession. Wide open, because the devil don't feed off nothing more than fear. It's her greatest flavor. Hello. Yes, I said her. Yeah, because Satan is a feminine energy. The devil is a feminine energy. Lust is a feminine energy. Hello? So if you're walking around every single day thinking that everything in your life that's horrible is based on something else outside of you and not something you ain't doing to make it better, you've opened up the doorway to possession, negativity, toxicity, every single day. There ain't nobody else doing it. It's you manifesting it. Because you refuse. I got somebody. I know somebody who has an ancestral altar in their house. Works with the altar, feeds the altar, lights, candles, does everything they can. Speaks to the ancestors, yada, yada, yada. And every single time I talk to them, they being attacked. How in the world Do you have an ancestor altar in your home? And you are a devotee. And you are tapped in and you connected. So high dimension of royal beings. But you're being attacked every day. So who are you playing with? Because you letting them know that all that shit you're doing is fake. You're just doing it to save your face and to get what you need, to get money, because you're greedy and you know that you want them to bless you. It's fake. How you walking around thinking you attacked every day? Everybody's attacking. You can't get this. You can't eat that. This happened. You walk around every day. You're paranoid about what's going on around you. What the hell you got an altar in your house? What's it there for? Who you talking to? And what you doing? And I know a lot of people like that. A lot. That I mental with, read with, connect a lot. You got an altar in your house? You got an ancestral altar that you're connecting with? And you doing return to senders every week? You living in fear every week? Who are you playing with? Because you're pretty much telling them that they a joke. They're a joke. That what you're doing is fake. It don't mean nothing. They ain't even real. Or there's something that's a little loose that's not right. Pick a struggle. It's one or the other. Because there's no way that you are that connected to your ancestral bloodline. And they're allowing things to attack you. Who you think they are? Clowns? Toys? How? I'm going to just put that out there for whoever need to hear it. Stop playing games in these spiritual streets. Thinking that you're not being seen. You're not being watched. They don't know what's really going on in your heart and in your soul. Because they do. And if all that is really happening to you, even though they're there, it's because they done backed up. They done pulled away. They're just watching. Because they're not going to be used and taken for granted. They're not a paycheck. They're not a paycheck. They're not the police. They're not a judge for you to go to when you need something or to get out something. They're not. These are ascended beings. Ascended beings. Royalty. And we treat them like they're 99-cent store. I don't know, somebody ancestors want me to tell them that. All right, beloveds. Yesterday was going so fast. Today it seemed like it's going so slow. This is the last call before I close the gate. Last call before I close the gate today. So if you would like a reading, they're $20. If you have one question that you would like answered, $5. But I'm closing the gate. Excuse me. Closing the gate. 15 minutes, the gate will be closed. So if you would like a reading or you have a question, get 15 minutes and make a final decision because I'm closing out the message. Remember, Saturday is Ancestral Veneration. So if you're interested in making an offering to your ancestors, It's a celebration of life, not a grief ceremony. But if you would like to participate in Saturday's ancestral veneration, we burn offerings to our ancestors in a live honeypot ceremony. You purchase an offering, your name is written upon your offering, and when they are burned in unison, because there's strength in numbers, you send the smoke, the smudge out into the universe. A dedication of honor, love, gratitude, and remembrance. That's Saturday. Ancestral offerings. Ancestral offerings are $3. If you would like to purchase an ancestral offering for Saturday's event, they're $3. Our ancestral offerings look like this. Your name is written across the back. They're burned in a honeypot ceremony. So if you do not have an altar, but you resonate with your ancestors and you would like to send an offer off, you can do so with the collective on Saturday. Be brave, be the brave and authentic soul you were always destined to be. Destiny. Brave. Would we say this is your what? Bravery. This is your bravery. You have the horse. You have 10. Destiny, the wheel of fortune. Now, you could love to dance. You could have been a dancer. You could love the ballet. I hope you dance. There are a lot of women that sing that song. The one that's coming to me mostly is Last Night. The song is called I Hope You Dance. You can YouTube it after this live and listen to the song. I Hope You Dance. This is your time to step up and lead from your soul. Emperor leadership. This is your time. This is your year. This is your moment. Time to step up and lead from your soul. Not follow, not conform, not wait. Bravery, leadership. You are a magical being with the whole universe waiting to assist you. You heard that? Oh, Ace of Pentacles. The whole universe is waiting to help you. Therefore, if you build it, they will come. If you speak it, they will listen. If you lead, they will follow. Oh, you got the whole universe is waiting to help you. You're an alien. You're an anomaly. You're different. You've always been. Now, I don't know if you've had alien, what they call that, where you came in contact with some kind of strange, mystical, magical beings, whether it was in a dream or in reality. But you're definitely not from this world. You're definitely from other worlds, other dimensions. It says magical beings. You are from other dimensions. You could definitely have ancestors from alien nations. You got a Knight of Swords here again. Forging ahead. And in case you were doubting, everything is unfolding exactly as it should. In case you were doubting where you are, everything is unfolding exactly as it should. It's not too late. It's not too late. You're not too old. Time hasn't run out. You're not lost. You're not confused. The lotus, what did we say about the flower blooming? What did we say earlier about the seed germinating and the flower blooming, opening, harvest? Everything is unfolding like it, layers. You're made of different layers. You're multifaceted. Your ability to multitask. You're probably somebody that's good at a lot of things. Good at a lot of things. These are experiences you've learned, you've kept over lifetimes. When you start, the path appears. When you start, the path appears. So take a step in any direction. What did I just say? You're probably somebody very good at a lot of things. Multifaceted. It's time to choose, my love, and stop getting stuck in stagnation at a crossroads because you're afraid that whatever you choose is going to be the wrong thing. Choose something. Something is better than nothing. Moving is better than sitting and overthinking. If you show God action, movement, and bless it, multiply it, increase it, and redirect it if necessary. Reach for your dreams, knowing that it's already coming true. You heard? It's already coming true. Reach for it. Reach for it. It's already coming true. But you gotta act like you know it. Oh, my music went off.
Just a breath, but it trembles my chest. You pull deep, sunlight on little steam,
An eclipse. Didn't we just have an eclipse? An eclipse may hide your lights, but not forever. Didn't we just have an eclipse in Virgo with the new moon? New moon was not in Virgo. Was that a full moon we just had in Virgo? Yes. We just had an eclipse. An eclipse may hide your light, but not forever. Dark days don't last forever. Dark days, eclipse comes to cover the sun and makes everything dark. But it passes by. It passes through. It don't stay. It passes through. Whatever's passing through right now for you is temporary. It may steal the light, hide the light, dim your light, but it will soon pass you by and go on its merry way. It's just doing what it do. Most of the time, it's not even about you. It's just doing what it do. Look for the signs that will guide you to the destiny that you have already known all along. Look for the signs that guide you to the destiny you have known all along. This is past life remembrance. This is stuff coming back into your memory. This is being cracked open. This is the awakening. This is the calling. This is deliverance into your positioning. You're going from preparation to positioning. It says the destiny that you know all along from lifetimes ago that you forgot, that were erased temporarily. It's all coming back to me now. If you touch me like this, if you hold me like that. What is that song? It's all coming back to me now. That's all I remember the verse. There's a major shift. There's a major shift happening, beloved. You may be feeling it. A little anxiety, a little tension, because you're being stretched. You're being stretched for a position. For a position that's being held just for you. And it may feel uncomfortable, but it's necessary to get you to the next level. It's necessary to get you to the next level. And you're going. You're going. It's your time. Your number is up. You're going. Whether they like it or not, you're going. I come from the roots. I lift my hands to the sky. Grateful for all I've been given. Step after step. Walking my way into paradise. Step after step as I arise. Love it. Welcome my way into heaven. All right, y'all. Thank you so much. Hello. Thank you so much, beloveds. It's been another amazing ride, journey with you. I am Mistress of the Gates. Goddess Alicia is my name. Thank you so much for the time and attention that you gave me in your day. Thank you for the loving comments. Thank you for the patience as I got better, healing from the flu. Thank you for your donations, your bookings, your generosity. Thank you for your kindness. Thank you for the emojis, the super chats. I know. Hello, beloveds. Hello. Yes. I'm going to go get me some needs. Because That's what Queen do. I love you guys so much. The newbies, the new subscribers, welcome to the family. How do you do? To the oldies, my A1 day ones, family. Y'all know I got nothing but love for you, honey. Have a beautiful Tuesday or whatever day you see this video. Life is about to change. Life is about to shift. Not temporary. Life is about to shift into permanence. You're about to be transformed into a divine being. You're about to tap into your calling, walk into your destiny, and fulfill what you came here to do, to achieve, to be. And God's going to fund it, bless it, multiply it, touch it, protect it. You simply have to let go, let God, trust, patience, discipline, persistence, endurance, bravery. Today's concept is bravery and discipline. Be disciplined enough to win, to prove them wrong, to say I am everything God says I am. Then this was your message, beloved. So congratulations. I will walk through it all with you. I'll walk through it all with you. Every moment that you allow me to be there, I am there. If you need a reading, my calendar is open. It's pinned in. It's at the top of the chat. Also in the box below. Calendly.com, Divinity, I'll show my calendar. Our website is under construction. I'm going to have to change. Because it's a mess and they don't know how to fix it. I don't know what happened. But it is what it is. So we may move on to another website, whatever you call them. I'm pretty much done with Wix at this time. Thank you, everybody. If you want to give a donation, my Amazon wish list. Oh, I got my Cashapp Records Oracle deck. Thank you, beloved. Was it Noah? I think it was Noah. Here it is. I was using it in today's reading. So thank you so much to my beautiful subscriber for purchasing me this Akashic that I wanted for so long. Thank you. If you'd like to purchase me a deck for the channel, you can go to my Amazon wish list and send me a deck with a beautiful message. Go with God and do what you can do. If you simply like the video, subscribe. I see you. All right, beloveds. I don't believe anyone paid for a reading today, so we good to go. Thank you, everyone. I will see y'all tomorrow, God is willing. Have a lovely day, a restful evening. Ashe.